TNS.
Thank you, Alan Uchanda, for that. Now, we wanted to do a spot check of what exactly is happening on the ground, and I understand that Jeff Mugire is already on the ground. He now joins us live from Taj Mahal in Embakasi. Jeff, good morning. Paint a picture of what exactly is happening where you are.
Good morning, Ashley. And looks like a beautiful morning today, but there's less activities within Taj Mahal roundabout and around Embakasi at large. We are standing just behind me is the emergency exit to the airport, mostly used by the Kenya Airport Authority officials, senior officials, and even the president can use this gate to enter or the exit the airport. But you can see from far, there are two military vehicles, armored vehicles, behind that lorry. And behind the two military vehicles, there are three water cannons waiting and standing by and to see what happens. The airport, as always, is protected by the military and the police, and both officers are here. You've seen tactical unit officers here patrolling around this area, some of them watching out to see what happens, but they still stay inside the airport past that gate as they wait to see if the young people from this area will turn out. This is Embakasi, and this is the epicenter of the Gen Z protest, because all of them who come from Eastlands, Buruburu, Umoja, Kayole, they'll converge here because they say they want to occupy the airport. All this fueled by the president's remark the other day of telling them that enough is enough. He's not going to have anything about it anymore. He's taken enough so far, and he's not going to engage them on X. He has done it before. And he has told them that he will deal with them. We've seen less and less vehicles in the roads today, less traffic, few businesses open. One, you can count them, but along Taj Mahal area, all the businesses have closed down. Young people, a few of them moving around and trying to see if it's time. As always, the Gen Z protests have been always beginning slower from the early morning, but by the time it's almost 11:30 and 12, you'll see them come out in the numbers and showcase what they do best, as they have been doing it before, calling the government for accountability, asking the government to stop corruption. But what the president said the other day, that he will deal with them, has infuriated this fight even further, saying that they're going to create anarchy, but they say they want the presidency gone. The constitution is there and can guide this country through the right way. So we're waiting and seeing how this will turn out or pan out at the end of the day, because these young people, I can see a few of them around, but they're not in the numbers like always. But what you have seen in the numbers is police officers, especially the anti-terror officers. They are here. They have been here since morning, and they're standing guard. You've seen police helicopters go around doing what we call checks if they can see people gathering, to ensure that they give information or lay the proper information, proper intelligence to the police officers to know how they're going to handle this. But they still continue to move around. Police officers in the vehicles as well. There's another one coming from behind my cameraman. So we've seen these vehicles become many and many. So we're waiting to see how this day clearly is going to pan out, because already so far, because people know the protests are going to happen today, they have closed down the businesses. So many vehicles are not entering the CBD, and so many are not moving on as usual. Less and less vehicles, less traffic, and that means people have stayed away, people have stayed home. Those who went to the CBD early in the morning or to work early in the morning, some of them are expected to return back home by 11. So already there is suppression in terms of business, and the businesses are not going on as usual. That is one win for Gen Z, but another loss for the government. Probably we're waiting to see how the day pans out, Ashley, and we'll give you more information and more updates as we do our spot checks. This is the first one. We'll be turning around to the other gate of JKIA, the main entrance, and see how things are there. But so far, so good. That is the situation here. Military vehicles, police cars, water cannons, all waiting for the protesters to show up here at this emergency exit and entry of the airport.
All right, thank you so much, Jeff Magiri, for that update. Of course, that is the situation in Embakasi, the emergency exit that is entering and exiting JKIA, usually used by officials. And what we've seen is heavy police deployment. Military vehicles are there in numbers just beyond that barrier and the gate. But as Jeff Magiri has mentioned, of course, there's less traffic and reduced number of vehicles being witnessed on the road, not forgetting that most businesses in that particular area remain closed. And of course, he's mentioned that the police choppers are equally monitoring the situation from up above on the skies. So we continue the monitoring of this developing story. We'll update our viewers. We'll be doing a spot check on various counties, and of course our reporters are on the ground from Nakuru to Kakamega to Kisumu, not forgetting Mombasa and Nyeri. We have our eyes on the ground. You're watching News Diary. We take a short break.